Make a token. Untap a permanent. Sack an artifact. Autopay. Perfect mana. Hi, this is Told. Welcome. And today we're doing Izzet Untaps. So when this card came out, I said that I would build around it. The Forensic Researcher, 2 mana, 1 blue, 1/3, power and toughness. And when you tap it, you can untap target permanent you control. I don't know if this card's, and then you can also tap it, collect evidence to tap a creature that you don't control, which is pretty good forgotten ability where you can tap an opponent's blocker and possibly get in for the kill. So yeah, that's the build around card that we're looking at. When we're using a lot of the newer cards, so we're going with Krenko so that we can sacrifice an artifact and put +1 counter, then we can untap it. And then we have the Satchel. When you sacrifice an artifact, you can tap this to create a 1/1 Thopter. And so we want to untap it and retap it so we can create 2 Thopters. Also, Murex is something that we can tap and untap. So we can create 2 Murex tokens every turn, for 6 mana if we have one of those on the board. As far as tapping and untapping, that's it, really. And then we're just going things that work with Krenko. So the Crime Novelist is a good pairing. When you sack an artifact, you put a +1 counter and you get a red mana. So you tap Krenko, sack an artifact, you get a red mana, and you put a +1 counter on the Crime Novelist, and then you make some goblins. All for the tap and no mana cost, right? And then we're doing stuff like we have 1 courier in there so that when we sack an artifact, this is unblockable. But we have the Mind Link mech so that we can copy the courier, or we can copy the Crime Novelist, and then we can do our shenanigans, and then it's either unblockable or it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. And then we're also using the vehicles as a way to tap our creatures. So if we happen to get lost in the maze out and we need to, tap a creature, I guess we could also do this, at instant speed to tap one of our own creatures to save them, to give them the hexproof, because a tap creature gets hexproof. And then we got the Drake, to get +1/+1 counters when you sack it. Trying out 1 Captain Storm. When an artifact enters the battlefield, you get a +1/+1 counter. So the Satchel, makes 2. The Diamond Pickaxe makes on attack. The Spygash Siren makes it when you cast it. The Puzzle Door is an artifact, so you can sack it. The Scoundrel, we pretty much going to go for the treasure token every time. And that's about it. So we don't really have like super high end, we're mostly concerned about the Diamond Pickaxe, but we usually have a lot of artifacts to sack with this deck. I don't think I've ever run out. And then, there's always Murex coming to the rescue. And then we got an Ill-Timed Explosion to clear the board if we need to, or to draw cards. So let's get into some games, see how we do. Body 7. Well, we got mana. Maybe a Roots deck? Old Roots deck? Original Roots deck? Or, yep. Or a Micro Tyrant deck. I think if we don't get a red source, we map token. Maybe we just crime scene anyway. We just crime scene. We look for a map token. Is 1 damage gonna matter? We'll keep the Sprout at bay. And we're trying to get our combo out too. That doesn't keep the sprout at bay. So he's not playing roots deck? Do I take another 3 damage? I think so. Just milling a lot of lands. It's pretty big. I mean, we'll put that in your graveyard for you, give you something to do. 4 mana. Something to do next turn. The question is, do we take another 3 damage? I think we're gonna have to, right? This is our goal. Is to... Oh, I don't have to take 3. Well, I guess I'm bummed. Okay. Does he just have another removal spell? We could do better, definitely. Every point of damage hurts because we don't have any life gain, but they're almost... I mean, they can bring back 2 guys. Two, 3. Hey, we get it 1 damage. Let me just tap him down next turn. Ah, 2 damage. Sure. He's a 6/6, so he's out of ill-time explosion range, so we're gonna have to return him to his hand. Right. Another land. That sucks. Do we ill-time explosion? No, I don't think so. only gets a counter if he exiles a creature card. He did exile one of his creatures. Interesting. Do we Otawara that? It just gets exiled. Spyglass sounds pretty good. Let's see if this map token gets us. Hopefully it's not another land. I guess if we could start doing that, but I don't know if he's a roots deck or what. You know? I do need a card to like Ill-Time Explosion. I'm hoping he eats his guy. Oh. We can make a Mirex and then still use the treasure. Okay. Well, that sucks. We need a 3 damage spell. Yeah. I mean, maybe that creature should have been good enough. We could pump him. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Perfect. Now we just need to draw something less than that. I guess, well, this needs to tap a creature, so. Yeah. 3 and that. Now we can Krenko. Sounds good. Looking good. Successfully cleared his 7/7 board up. And that's causing problems for him. We want more red mana for sure. I think we're gonna definitely tap in. You could probably sack a creature to destroy my guy. Cheap. So we can move the diamond pickaxe onto the goblin. We can make a Mirex token. I'd save the 2 red. So we can do this and this. We only have 1. Sack a token. Auto pay. Make a token. Untap a permanent. Sack an artifact. Auto pay. Perfect mana. And that's 1 turn of Krenko being out. Oh, what a shame. Looks good. I still don't think we have enough. We don't have enough mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I messed up. I did that first, yeah. I guess it worked. +3. I could have did that first though. I could have made a Mirex token and then sacked the Mirex token to have the extra 2/2 attacker. Looks pretty good. So we got the crime novelist. Probably the land discard deck. Oh, that's blue. Interesting. We're looking for mana. Maybe I should have did the map token instead, but I guess we'll do that next turn if we don't get the land. Blue, huh? So this could be like, I don't know, discard deck? Reanimation? No. Well, that is a land. I guess we just wait a turn. Probably have a counter spell. Maybe we go with red mana. They have something? Moogle spell? I think we want to try getting 1 crime novelist out before we get Krenko out. And before we sack any artifacts. Oh, these fetch lands, I don't understand why. Is it for the life gain, maybe? Like, is this a control deck trying to stay alive? No. So Azorius convoke, maybe? Don't really need that yet. Yeah, I think we'll go with another crime novelist. Too bad you can't destroy. Do we do the map token? Have something, huh? Well, let's try to draw another land, I think. Third crime novelist. Last one in the deck. This returns a permanent. Alright. No counter spell there, that's good. They could have another ossification though. I think we're gonna wait, right? They could have sweepers. Ooh, our Haughty Djinn deck. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Second artifact. Auto pay. Draw this land. Cool. Okay. No attacks. We can equip the goblin, the novelist. Yeah, why wouldn't you be? Why the F not? Yeah, why wouldn't you be? Maybe I could have saved up the unauthorized exit, but why would you not be? A 7-7. I guess I should have saved it. My bad. They want to pop that clue token. Do you have the treasure token up for mana? So I'll attack first. Just return that to your hand. Take another one, sure. I do think they're sitting on another counter spell. Make your move. Interesting. They're just playing a bunch of new cards? No, not quite. I guess I should have cast that guy first. Maybe I could have untapped a land. Go up to 11. Now I could technically destroy that so I can get more different color mana, but I think we have all the mana we need. It has another destroy artifact. Maybe I could have did that in response, but that's what we needed, baby. That's what you want against control. Mirex. Second guessing your choices now? Took the 1/1 +1/+1 and now I have a 4/3 with toxic. I think 4, 5, 6 damage next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can activate Mirex twice. Of course you do. Second Sunfall. Half the deck is pretty good. The counter to your deck. Oh, it's still your turn. My bad. We could just do this. I think it gets toxic, right? Okay, tapped out. I think we put the blocker out. I mean, they could Sunfall again, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. They don't really have good answers. I can sack the treasure and that. Creature or planeswalker. They're taking the researcher. I don't know if that's a bad move. Well, that's the thing we could do with the Drake, is we could pump up. Finish him off. Just need to get the attack in. Scoop-a-doop. No red mana. What do we do? I'm just gonna keep it, I guess. What do you do? Tap an untapped creature, it's fine. If we need the mana, we need the mana. They're gonna kill whatever we put out first. Life gain. So I guess the courier is the first thing to go. Can't do nothing about that. I guess I gotta return it to their hand. Slow them down a little bit. Keep that on top because I can get a land next turn. I could play this, do this. Double spell. Crime novelist Siren. Cut down. Oh, I guess I couldn't crime novelist Siren. I'll have a good attack next turn. When we map token. I don't know if we map token onto the Siren. Or the Courier. That's the dog for sure. So we're gonna need 2 blockers. We could return it to its hand. Nope. It's definitely the dog. You know what? I'm gonna keep that on top. I'm gonna cast this. Yeah. It's definitely the dog. Draw a card and discard a card. Otawara. Sounds good. I guess I should have put the researcher first, huh? I'll take that. So the satchel makes 2 artifacts along with it. They're at 23 life. 2 cards left in their hand. Let's see the dog. We got 2 blockers for the dog. Jesus. Like an ill-timed explosion for 4. Too bad. Don't have enough mana to do both. I'll take a red. One damage isn't gonna do anything right now. It could be the angel, that exile stuff. I mean, that would make more sense, right? 4/2 with lifelink. Oh, that sucks. Could keep the tap ability open. Could make another blocker. I think keeping the tap ability open might be there. I guess I could have tapped him down, but could prevent some of the damage. Try to draw something. I need 4 damage spell. There it is. There it is. I don't know if they scoop after this. Because I get my stuff back. Goes back in my hand. And now we have the combo. Mana value. Start with Krenko. Siren. Map token. Do I tap them down? You only tap down one. Oh, I can do this though. I could sack the flyer. I think I do that. And then I make another token, give him more damage. He's at 31. But unless he has sweeper. And sweeper might be like the... Interesting. So yeah, he's at 27, but we're tapping that down so he can't attack me with it. So I'm still going to be at 13. I have a blocker, chump blockers that are going to grow. I'm going to equip this onto that this turn and attack in probably. And then cast the researcher out and start making Mirax tokens. And then I'm going to make flyers for blockers. So he's out of cards. And we're back. Only a few games, a few short games, but all three were wins. I'd like to play more, but I need to make some more videos. So yeah, so far this deck is performing good. I think I got it. I played a lot on unranked and tuned it up a lot. Originally I didn't have any sirens in, and I had only 15 creatures. And we squeezed in more creatures. The puzzle door is a great card. To sack and, draw cards, so it synergizes well with that. And, the diamond pickaxe just does wonders with the, just generating those treasure tokens. And we just have enough stuff that, we generate just enough. Didn't get to see the Storm Captain, if that's any good. Maybe it's not. Maybe we just want the sack outlet. But I mean, this does come into play, makes tokens. This comes into play, makes 2 artifacts. We have enough stuff. Lost in the Maze, I think it was doing some good work protecting our creature, even though we didn't get any vehicles. So the vehicles are used to, tap our creatures. And I guess we could use the Forensic Researcher. We could have kept that up as a tap outlet. So maybe we should have thought about that. But we did end up winning that game, that last game. One of the things that's a little secret thing that I didn't mention in the intro is we have the Scene of the Crime, and this is an artifact land. So we can sack that to Krenko as a sneaky little sack outlet. So yeah, pretty happy with this deck. I wish I could play it more, but just out of time. And we'll see you in the next one.